Now I'm going to repeat the process for utilities. So I'll go back into my feature definitions up here for utilities. In the case, we only have the drainage DGN lib here being called by the workspace. So there's a couple different ways we can get the utilities to show up. The easiest way, in my opinion, is just to rename the file in the workspace. And so just temporarily, I'm going to rename my drainage DGN lib just to backup. And then I'm going to change the name of my utilities DGN lib to drainage. So that is going to be the file that gets called when I look at it inside of here. Now I'm going to have to close and reopen open roads in order to see that. After reloading the file, if I go under the drainage file, I'm going to see all those utilities there. And we're going to do this separately. So I'm going to copy feature definitions from each of these folders down into my design file standards. Right, and the last step would be to save the DGN. And then back in the configuration folder, we're going to rename our drainage DGN to a DGN, so it will no longer be called by the workspace. I'm going to do the same thing for the actual utilities one. Remember, we renamed that to drainage. And then the new merged drainage and utilities DGN lib, I'm going to rename that to DGN lib for that file extension. So you might want to keep a backup copy of these. You could put them in an archive folder, or you can leave them here as they're just DGNs. They won't be called by the workspace for anything. And lastly, you'll want to go into the configuration file and make sure you update the pseudoseed file and suseed file variables, as well as the subsurface filters DGN lib list variables, so that they're pointing to the new file name that you've created for drainage and utilities.